females in our job, and the higher the ranks go, the less females there is. My first LPO was a female, so she taught me a lot about how the military was, how females have to put forth more effort. I have been honored to serve amongst some inspirational and influential women that have taught me leadership, strength, and how to strive for excellence. I chose to make this video with different women from the Navy and the Marines, listed both officer side, just to show that diversity in our community is welcomed. Women in the Navy and in the Marines have different jobs that influence us as a whole, as women, and as a whole in the military. I am a woman and I am powerful. Yo soy una mujer y soy poderosa.
I decided to serve in the Navy. I was fortunate enough growing up to be able to travel to some countries which were beautiful, but it was difficult to see people living with many fewer rights than we have here in the United States. So I was called to serve because I wanted to honor and protect those rights that we have. I look up personally to Condoleezza Rice. I highly recommend reading her book for any of you out there who need some inspiration. Her personal philosophy is about being the most well-read person in the room, going in and just immediately earning respect because you've worked harder than anyone else in the room. And I think that's great advice and goes across all warfare areas, whatever your specialization is. Work hard, study hard, and you'll be rewarded and you'll be respected in your field, no matter what your gender is, no matter what you look like.
And women have this incredible potential that I think throughout history has been marginalized. Women weren't allowed to vote until 1920, and yet by then we were already supporting war efforts, maintaining households, running businesses. Prior to joining the Navy, I graduated from UNC Chapel Hill with a degree in journalism and traveled the world, devoting my life to being an agent of social change. As a woman, I'm proud to celebrate the limitless potential of women throughout history and the legacy we carry forward today. Soy una mujer y soy poderosa.
I'm the only woman ever to serve in the military in my family, so it was a big deal when I finally got through boot camp and got through ace school and I was actually in the Navy. My big dream as a woman, I guess, is just to make a difference, whether it's Navy or if I get out or just stay as a D seaman. It's just make a difference to other women or other people, make them know that they can do what they aspire to do. Ja zahinka aya pautsni.
I initially enlisted as a deck seaman. I chose to strike out of deck, became a religious program as a specialist. Then I became a psychiatrist, providing psychotherapy to my combat PTSD patients is probably one of the things that I enjoy the most out of serving in the military as a psychiatrist. I hope that by the time I die, there will be no such thing as first woman to fill in the blank, or first Peruvian immigrant to fill in the blank, or first Navy psychiatrist, openly gay Catholic to fill in the blank. Like, I just hope that my contribution to the women race is that I was there to witness this all happen and that I was there to support all the women that are trying to do great things.
I want to encourage every woman who has any self-doubt or insecurities about themselves to go for gold anyway. We all do. We all have those doubts. Don't let your dreams die with you. The only one who can do what you can do is you. You are unique, wonderful, and brilliant. I am a woman and I am powerful.
So in terms of women in the medical field, I think we're very fortunate in that even though we're still probably outnumbered by men, it's not something that really plays into our daily work. I think we're all fairly well valued equally. I've certainly met a number of female officers and physicians that I look up to and have done great work in military medicine. And in that respect, I'm very fortunate.
In a way, I think I've already contributed to the women race, because just being in the military as a female is not a usual thing, it's not a common thing before. And now that it's available to all the females and everyone can pretty much do what a guy can do, I'm very proud, and just that little thing makes me feel that I'm contributing to the women race. Ako ay babae at ako ay malakas.
I started my career in the Navy as a nuclear power school instructor. This was actually a really exciting time in the Navy because they were just starting to train the first females to serve on submarine. So I got to be part of that initial training for the females. When I was a lieutenant junior grade, I was asked to serve as a division officer on the A school side of the schoolhouse. I was the only female khaki, serving about 1,500 sailors. And I was actually told that I did not deserve that job because I was a female. And I think that our military benefits from having different races, different ethnicities, and all genders serving and providing different skill sets. I think it makes our military stronger.
Being a female in the military has been pretty rewarding, pretty different. I've never actually had a female boss in the surface fleet on any of my 4 ships I've been on. So it's been a little difficult having not having a female role model. My goal is to be a mentor for not only enlisted females, but also female JOs and to inspire the next generation of females in the Navy.
I've been in the Marine Corps for almost 4 years, and it has been quite an experience being a woman. The Marine Corps has a saying, the few and the proud, but us females like to say the fewer and the prouder. We make up less than 2% in the Marine Corps. Lately, the past 2-3 years, women have been able to join infantry MOSs, and they're just now passing that the women can actually go into officer infantry MOSs. It's crazy how it's taken so long and so many years for us to be considered to do the same job, even though we go through the exact same training. But at the end of the day, we're here to make a change. I'm a woman and I am powerful.
I really love flying, and the Navy afforded me the opportunity to do just that when I thought the opportunity didn't exist. Differences with females, the female perspective from the Navy now versus when I joined. It's just the opportunities that females are awarded, and as far as the areas that they can excel and the areas that they can choose careers in. That's the big difference that I've seen. As far as females being viewed in the aviation community, I think it's pretty equal. It's still predominantly a little bit heavier on the male percentage than the female, but from my perspective, I think it's pretty even. I think females are pretty well represented and treated as equals. And I think it's a welcoming community for females, just like many other communities within the Navy.
I would like to contribute a voice in standing up for equality and change. I use my past experiences to teach and motivate young men and women to do great things for themselves while serving with honor. I look up to people, men and women alike, who have the courage to stand up against adversity for change and equality, and to do what's right for all people in the effort to make the military and America great. I am a woman and I am powerful.